Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Rob Lacone and Steph Zamorano, the miserable liberal.
Howdy, howdy.
And we're going to talk about the Democrats' better New Deal. The Democrats' better deal is so shitty that even Fox News sniffs it out.
No.
That's how bad it is. That's how weak it is. Here is Nancy Pelosi. First of all, here's Nancy Pelosi talking with Chris Wallace, the bad Wallace, at Fox News. Now, it's funny to see. I remember there was a time when Fox News was considered a pariah. Democrats can't go on Fox News enough. Barack Obama went on with Bill O'Reilly. Anyway, so here we go.
Democrats win back the House in 2018, and if so, will you run for Speaker?
That's so unimportant. What is important?
That's a yes.
What's unimportant? If the Democrats take back the House, is she saying that's unimportant? Or is she just saying if we take back the House, it's unimportant if she's the leader? If it's unimportant that you're the leader, then why don't you just step down? Let's listen to that again. Let's listen to that again.
Democrats win back the House in 2018, and if so, will you run for Speaker?
That's so unimportant. What is important?
It doesn't matter if the Dems win or lose, Ron. It only helps. It only matters that we love ourselves, and donor money helps with that.
Clearly. Clearly.
Clearly. God damn it. She's such a bad... She would make a great leader of a little league team.
That's right. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. You just have to learn sportsmanship, and it's about having fun.
It's about having fun.
Yeah.
And that's why the Cleveland Browns are announcing Nancy Pelosi as their new head coach. She's pretty indifferent to winning, isn't she, Ron? I hope she feels that way during the primary against Jaffe.
Yeah. Amen. If winning doesn't matter, Nancy, go ahead and just tell your people to stay home. Let Jaffe do his thing, because winning doesn't matter. I'm on board.
Remember all those war movies where the hero would come on screen and go, hey, it doesn't matter if we win or lose?
I think that was Mel Gibson in Braveheart. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
He's like, they'll never. It doesn't matter what happens here. Let's just have fun. We're in kilts, huh? It's a party. That's what he said, right?
Let's listen to this again all the way. I won't stop at this time.
Democrats win back the House in 2018, and if so, will you run for Speaker?
That's so unimportant. What is important is that we have the lively debate on a better deal, better pay, better jobs, and
better. What other platitude? Better jobs, better pay, better things, better clothes, better things that are good, better. Colder milk and hotter steaks.
Better ingredients. Better basil. Better
things for America that I think they want to hear, but I haven't been able to memorize because that's not really a part of our platform.
This is like a already. How do you parody this on Saturday Night? How do they? They don't, by the way. But how do you? She's already a parody of herself. She is a joke of a person now. It's worse. It's not just that she's a horrible politician and everyone knows it. It's dripping down to now she's a joke of a person. How long are they going to do this, you think?
I mean, as long as they will go down with the sinking gravy train. I mean, like, they're not
This
going
is Bernie
anywhere.
Sanders saying that the Democrats don't mind if the Titanic goes down as long as they have a first-class seat. That's what Nancy Pelosi's doing right here. This is kind of stunning. I want to watch it.
Democrats win back the House in 2018, and if so, will you run for Speaker?
that's so unimportant. What is important is that we have the lively debate on a better deal, better pay, better jobs, and a better future. And that's what we look forward to having. And we have unity in our party. You saw it with the fight on the Affordable Care Act in the House and in the...
Like, you think people, like, again, they think we have unity in our party. Do you think people at home who can't afford their prescription drugs give this shit about your unity of your party around nothing? Do you think anyone at home gives a shit about we have unity in our party? Look, did you see how nobody voted for Trump's horrible health care plan? Do you see how nobody voted for it? That's a victory? You have a you're calling that a victory that everyone rallied around and around not voting for an even shittier corporate giveaway than the one that you gave us. Let's remember, we didn't get a public option when you were in power. Democrats controlled every branch of government. We didn't get a goddamn public option. We didn't get a Medicare buy-in. We didn't get single payer. What do we get? We got fucking Romney care. The thing we would have got had we voted for fucking Romney. Wow.
Senate. We're very proud of the fact that our party has diverse thinking in it. We can accommodate that.
Leader
What?
Except when you actually have diverse thinking, in which case we tell you to not show up to town halls.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, also, you know, they can accommodate diverse thinking as long as it's right in lockstep with the donor class.
Yeah. Yeah, we could go as diverse as Wall Street allows us. That's what she said. We have diverse thinking, meaning whatever Wall Street says is okay. As soon as they say it's not, then you're not a good Democrat. This is here's some more. You want to hear some more? Here's some more. Here he brings up again the leadership problem. And there are a lot of geniuses out there. By geniuses, I mean dumb people who are even dumber than me, who don't think it's a good idea to get rid of Nancy Pelosi. I think she's doing a fantastic job. And if you watch one of those shows, my condolences. Because they are making you dumber.
House elections this spring, in which there were Republican seats that were open because they took jobs in the Trump administration. Let me finish. In the Trump administration, and you lost all 4 of them. Some of your own Democratic colleagues in the House say part of the problem.
They lost all. So remember that was that whole thing. Oh, Trump. Oh, we'll beat. Oh, now we're gonna win because we just won't beat Trump. They lost 4 straight House elections. I think they got the whole set. So here he asked the question.
Is that you and your leadership team are frankly too old. And the question I have is, do Democrats need...
How much longer does Nancy Pelosi want to remain as leader? Till you're 87? Till you're 97? You're already repulsive to more than half the electorate. Repulsive. Repulsive, meaning that people lose races when they're connected to you. You're repulsive. And you know why? Because you are repulsive. Nancy Pelosi, I'm repulsed by her. And her corporate shilling. And her lying to people that she stands up for them. You don't stand up for anybody except you and your donors.
And just to be clear, Jimmy, you also think Tom Perez is repulsive. And
Yes.
Chuck Schumer is repulsive.
Yes. Yes, the corporate Democrats are their leader, Chuck Schumer, repulsive. Possibly, Chuck Schumer, possibly more repulsive than Nancy Pelosi. It's a neck and neck race. Let me see what the note says.
It depends on whether he has the glasses on or not.
Right.
Sans glasses, then, well, maybe. But with the glasses, it's like, all right, he takes the gold medal.
So here she goes into overdrive, letting you know why she's not giving up power, even though it doesn't matter. Remember, she said it doesn't matter. So then why don't you let go of power? Why?
New leaders with new ideas.
Well, let me just say this. Self-promotion is a terrible thing, but somebody's got to do it.
Exactly.
And I think that
I
in
agree
the
with you on that.
situation that we are in, I am a master legislator.
She's a master legislator. Nancy Pelosi, I'm sure she has lots of victories in legislation. You know what you don't have as a victory in your legislation? Successfully prosecuting George Bush and Dick Cheney for war crimes. That's not part of it, is it? Because you stopped that. You were the person who stopped that. You know what else we don't have? We don't have public option. We don't have single payer. We don't have free college tuition. We don't have a jobs program. Show me your victories on that. Show me your master legislator where it counts. I'm sure Nancy Pelosi has lots of legislative victories. She was the House leader during when they ran the whole. Anyway, my point is
know the budget to the nth degree. I know the motivation of people. I respect the
She knows the motivation. So this is why she's not stepping down. Do you hear why she's not stepping down? Listen.
people who are in
All right, cut this part out while I back it up.
The situation that we are in.
So here's her. This is the reason why she's not stepping down. Why? Hey, you know, the whole leadership's over 70 years old. By the way, you guys are frickin' wiped out. Your leadership has led to wipeoutness. And what's her response? Why won't you let go of power? Even though she's worth over $100 million, she's been in Congress for decades. Why? Why do you still want to be there?
I am a master legislator. I know the budget to the nth degree. I know the motivation of people. I respect the people who are in Congress. I think.
What?
Didn't say anything about respecting the voters or
No.
the citizens or understanding them. She
No.
understands people and she respects the Congress.
She understands people's motivations. Really,
Yeah.
what's your motivation? What is your motivation for doing this to the Democratic Party and in effect doing to the American people, Steph?
If I were a master legislator, I think I'd be able to tell you exactly what I recently did in legislation that bettered your life.
Yeah. She would say that she stood up for the Obamacare, which was a right-wing giveaway, right-wing health care plan. That's her big legislative. Here we go.
She would say that she stopped Trump's plan, which you
Yeah.
know, she had 88% of the country behind her.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Sticking her neck out.
This is a great moment for those of us who understand what is at stake with the Affordable Care Act, what our possibilities are in terms of working together with the Republicans, as has been our experience in the past. So I feel very confident about the support I have in my caucus.
Again, you're right, Ron. You know, notice what she didn't mention. Not one time did she mention the voters or the American people. Not one time. She talks about her caucus supports her. Right, because you give them money. That's why your caucus supports you. You give them money. My caucus supports me. I understand the motivations of people. What is the motivation for you doing this? I'm a master legislator. Who says that stuff? Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Well, and everybody loves playing she's such a brilliant fundraiser and this and that. The DNC just had like some of their worst 2 months recently. So she's not even doing that. She's not even doing the one thing that people pat her on the back for.
And FYI, Hillary Clinton outspent Donnie Shanahan's Trump 2-1. So again, you still don't get it. They still are on. You're on last year's news. You're on last year's news cycle. Everything switched, baby.
And you know what, Jimmy? I'm not an ageist. I mean, like, I hope
No, I'm not an ageist
looking
either.
At that, right? Okay.
No.
So
but if you're empty and out of ideas, go ahead.
Well, my whole point was it's not I'm against these people who are in their 70s. Oh, my God. You know, how old is Bernie Sanders?
Right.
You know, what do they stand for? Who do they represent? They're not representing our needs.
Right. Exactly.
Well, and they've been playing the game for a while. It's not necessarily how old they are. So it's like, okay, you've been here for a long time. You know, if a head coach goes 0-16 for a while, you look into a new coach.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with how old the guy is or
Yeah.
isn't. You know, just
She's the Jeff Fisher
Yeah.
of the House of Representatives.
Exactly.
Right? When was the last time that guy had a winning season? So let's see.
Let me just ask you
I
one-
have never not been opposed within my caucus, and it had nothing to do with the four. Suppose you became president and you were a Democrat, and you appointed your cabinet, one from San Francisco, one from Berkeley, one from Brooklyn, one from Santa Monica. Do you think that the Republicans could have ever won those seats?
Okay,
These seats were not seats.
I've got 30 seconds, and
Point.
What was her point there? If
She
you
lost
become
me.
if
Yeah,
you
no,
become
she lost
president
me.
and you appoint people who only live in New York and California,
Well, I think the point she was trying to make was that, like, the seats that they lost were not seats that they could have won. You know, even though, you know, that one seat in Georgia, Donald Trump only won by, 1.5. But
I don't know. I really don't.
and
I think that
the
was the point.
question
I could
is,
be wrong.
what are the chances Democrats win back the House?
Oh, that's that question.
yeah.
So here's how she ended the interview, which the problem is that I remember when Fox News used to be seen for what they were, complete obfuscators and right-wing hacks who were lie to their. I mean, they've done scientific studies where you're dumber, you know less the more Fox News you watch. They've done that study. I'm not saying MSNBC or CNN is any goddamn better. Don't get me wrong. So that's the problem. I think that's why they go on Fox News now, because they're all neoliberals. They're all the same. MSNBC, Fox News, they all want a tax cut for the rich. They all want to keep on giving a corporate giveaway to health care companies and big pharma. They all want to keep the banks big. I mean, that's the problem. But here she is going on. And I remember when they used to be seen as just nothing but propagandists, but the Democrats couldn't help themselves, and they've now made Fox News legitimate, right? Well, MSNBC can't fucking hire enough of them, the former Fox people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all a big neoliberal corporatist gangbang, and you're not part of that gang. Watch what she says.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Please come back.
Thank you. My pleasure, Chris. Nice to be with you. And thank you for being a guardian of our democracy, the press.
Well,
It's like she was playing a character that entire time, like a parody of a politician. And like, was that necessary? That was so gross and unnecessary. And just almost like the joke's on you, American public.
Yes. So that's exactly what that clip tells me, Ron, is that the joke's on you. It's a big fucking club, and you ain't in it. Remember when you used to think Fox News were a bunch of bullshitters? Remember that? Now she's thanking them for saving democracy. Remember Glenn Beck? Remember Sean Hannity? Remember the president is the welfare president? Remember all that? No, Nancy Pelosi loves him. Thanks, you guys are saving democracy. Please go away, Nancy Pelosi. It'd be a much better world if you went away. A much better world. Instead of staying in power, which does nothing but feed your fucking ego. That's what this is. Your fevered little ego has to be propped up again and again. You know, it'd be one thing if she was in there, staff, fighting for single payer, fighting for a living wage, fighting to break up the banks, fighting to end the wars, fighting for a job. She has nothing.
Jimmy, she's a capitalist.
Jimmy, I just really want to thank you for putting a pretty face on a webcam. Thank you.
So there you go. There's Nancy Pelosi getting it on with Fox News, thanking them for what they're doing for democracy. God damn you. Hey, everybody, the next live Jimmy Dore show is August 16th. That's a Wednesday, new time, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. show, August 16th in Burbank, California. Get your tickets right there or at jimmydorecomedy.com.